Alright guys, here, back at it again with another video. Haven't posted in 2 years, but this is a math project. Alright, so in trigonometry, we learned about the unit circle. The unit circle is in a 1 by 1 box of the entire thing. So from the origin point from right here to right here is one unit. Same thing for all the quadrants. Within the unit circle, there's different angles and measurements. So the most common ones they use is the 45-degree angles all around the unit circle. So from the origin to this point right here would be a 45-degree angle from the 180-degree line. So it would be pi over 4, a fourth of the entire half of this circle. Alright, now for the other quadrants, so from quadrant 1 to quadrant 2 is basically a reflection over the y-axis. Then same thing for all the other quadrants. So in this video we're going to be talking about the 45 degree triangle, where both sides are the same and there's hypotenuse, with the angle measurements of the right degree triangle would be 90 with a 45. So the 45 degree triangle is very easy to understand. So the hypotenuse would basically be the leg multiplied by square root of 2. And to find out the measurements of the leg, if you're only given the hypotenuse, would be the hypotenuse divided by the square root of 2. So an example would be if both legs were 1, then the hypotenuse would be 1 to the square root of 2. Very simple. Another example would be if both legs are 3, since they cannot be different, so the hypotenuse would be 3 multiplied by square root of 2. Alright, an in-game example of this 45 degree triangles are, if you make a 3 by 3 square like this, and cut it by diagonal by the middle right here, you can get a 45 degree triangle with the legs being 3 on both sides. And to get the hypotenuse of this triangle right here, you take the leg length, which is 3, and you would multiply it by the square root of 2. So this entire hypotenuse right here will be 3 to the square root of 2. So the other form of triangles are the 30, 60, 90 triangles, usually found on the unit circle. And the rules for it are the hypotenuse equals 2 times the short leg, and the long leg equals the short leg times the square root of 3. So an example would be, imagine if you have given this triangle with the long leg being 12, and you're trying to find the short leg and the hypotenuse. So the equation you would get would be the long leg, which is 12, divided by the square root of 3. Since that's the fraction with the radicand on the bottom, you can't do that, so you have to multiply it by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3, which equals 12 to the square root of 3 divided by 3, which is also equal to 4 square root of 3, which is x, 4 square root of 3. And to get hypotenuse, it would just be the double this short leg, which is 8 square root of 3. So that would be the answer to this triangle. Or another example would be if you're given this triangle with the long leg of 9. So you would take the long leg of 9 and divide it by the square root of 3. And since that is also a fraction with the radical on the bottom, you would have to change it with the inverse. So you would take square root of 3 divided by square root of 3 would equal to 9 square root of 3 divided by 3, which is also equal to 3 square root of 3. So that would be for x. And for y would be just the multiplication of, it would just multiply 3 square root of 3 multiplied by 2 for y, so it's 6 square root of 3, and that's the equation to find the find the sides length of the triangle with the 30, 60, 90 triangle. Thank you guys for watching this video on trigonometry about the triangles and the unit circle. I hope you like it, so subscribe